For one final time, Mbuvi Ngunze stepped out of the podium at the Kenya Airways investor briefing, announcing results which put the airline in a positive financial position in terms of operating profit, even though it is still loss-making. The net loss dropped by more than half to 10.2 billion shillings from 26.1 billion shillings, taking on a trajectory that will put it in net profit territory next year if the same rate of earnings is maintained.
Barring anything else, we should be talking of 4.4 billion operating profit this year, had it not been for these one-offs.
The one-offs include a combined 5 billion shillings in impairment and restructuring costs that the airline incurred. The restructuring cost involved the laying off of 288 employees during the year, leaving the airline with a staff complement of 3,582. One of the areas the airline managed to effectively cut costs was on fleet ownership.
We're down 47.5%. This is on the back of sublease of a number of aircraft. We told you last year that we subleased 3 777-300 to Turkish, and also 2 Dreamliners, which were the 787, which was subleased to Oman Air. And we've also had some sale of aircraft, the 777-200.
At his last investor briefing, I sought to find out from the outgoing chief executive, Mbuvi Ngunze, whether in hindsight, the fuel hedging strategy was a productive move for the airline.
Fuel hedging is a risk management strategy. It is not a gamble. Fuel hedging is not a gamble. Now, nobody could have anticipated the sharp drop in fuel prices that happened at the back end of 2013, 2014, which saw a collapse of prices. And effectively what happened, despite the fact that we were only paying the difference between the hedge price and the actual contract price, from an accounting point of view, you had to book the difference between $30 and whatever that price was as unrealized hedge differences. And so from an accounting point of view, it's a nonsense, but that's the reality.
Even though KQ reduced its capacity, passenger numbers grew by 5.4% to 4.5 million, a record for the airline.
I feel confident and I feel proud to be leaving the airline in a position that is much stronger than I took over because of all the actions we've taken.
The low-hanging fruit obviously will be the optimization of the revenue on the revenue side. Can we get more revenue from existing routes? Can we get more revenue from new routes? We're looking at new routes, obviously, the flights to the US.
The airline's turnaround strategy is currently 72% complete, though the net debt position is still in excess of 100 billion shillings. Ngunze will officially leave the airline at the end of this month, paving the way for the new CEO, Sebastian Mikos, although he will play a role as a financial advisor for the next 2 months. Alex Mwangi, NTV.